was lucky enough to facilitate a session at a conference probably about a year or so ago with, I was probably about 60 or so procurement leaders. And one of the questions that I asked that group was a raise of hands on how many of those individuals felt they had a really good grip of what was happening within their organization across the board, right? That whole business question that you just asked. And I was astonished to see only about maybe 30% of the individuals in that room raise their hand. And I think, when you think about those best-in-class programs and those best-in-class procurement organizations, those are certainly the ones that are taking a whole business approach, right? They're thinking about it as collectively as possible. They're being collaborative. When you think about so many of the conversations around CPOs having a quote unquote seat at the table, those are the organizations that are doing that. That said, you think about procurement organizations and you think about programs like this, and you got to start somewhere, right? And so when we think about setting that foundation, beginning the approach, starting with an individual segment, starting where procurement has some significant influence, can act as a great way to start to build that engagement, start to build that advocacy, start to build some results, and then really use that as a springboard to take it to other departments, functional areas, geographies, et cetera, and just start to bring more and more of that spend in and more of that utilization on over time, so that over 2, 3, 4 years, and it can truly take that long sometimes, to get that whole business approach and really start optimizing your buy in a more overarching way, I guess I'll say.
Yeah.